Most investors look at a property and see 4 bedrooms. I look at the same property and see 8. And no, we're not just cramming people into a house like a college dorm. This is a profitable, well-designed, community-driven co-living property that we're talking about, where we still conserve community space, we throw house events, we do all sorts of things to make the experience premium for our residents. But it can be really hard to find a 6, 7, or 8 bedroom house. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how I found a 4-bed, 3.5 bath house and the transformation process, turning it into an 8-bed, 4-bath, cash flowing asset. Also, if you're serious about getting into co-living, join my free Facebook community where there's other investors just like you sharing the insights that they learn, sharing best practices, new things that they learned to help the entire community as a whole. All right, now let's get into it. This is how you turn wasted space into cash flow. Okay, and I always record all of my walkthroughs just so I can reference them later to, help make decisions in the analysis. And once we get to the furnishing step, I know, kind of where everything's at and all of that. So here's actually here is that video. Sorry, it's in portrait mode here. All the videos are going to be. But so now I'm looking at this. Okay, a lot of this looks familiar. All right, cool. Yeah, I definitely think we could maybe turn that living room, definitely turn that dining room. Okay, kitchen looks great. And instead of turning that other living room, could potentially turn this one, like I said. The real idea behind doing this walkthrough is to, one, get a feel for where everything's at, but two, make measurements for like the dining room, for example. I did measure that, and I saw that once I measured it, that it did meet my size requirement. So the goal is to get a feel for all the layout and then also measure spaces to make sure that, your remodel plan can proceed, as you're thinking it will. So I don't hop in here in the video here, but this is a half bathroom. There's a sink right here, and then there's a toilet back here, but it's really small. Okay, it's really small. Okay, and then there's, 2 bedrooms up here. There's this one. Then there's the one across the hall. So these are 2 rooms that are already ready to rent, Okay, and then here's one of those shared baths. Great, so those 2 can share that one for sure. And then here's that larger, primary type bedroom with its own balcony here. Super cool. And yeah, has its own bathroom and a walk-in closet. So yeah, this room would be, awesome. Would rent very well. All right, so I mean, we had a pretty good feel for this part of the house. It's mainly the lower area where the photos were like kind of not totally clear. All right, so you head down off of that living area there. And okay, so this is where things are interesting. So when you come down the stairs, you're literally in the bathroom. Like there's no door, there's no wall, there's nothing separating this bathroom. Like anyone could walk in and just like see you in the shower. I mean, yeah, you'd probably have a curtain and stuff, but like there's no locking door here. So that's really weird, right? So definitely would have to do some work here. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. We could turn that into a bedroom. This is totally a bedroom. It has a sauna in the corner, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I have a sink there. Another interesting thing, I don't open it up in this video, but there is a toilet in this room. It's in this little closet. Like you open it and the toilet's like facing this way. It's like the most awkward thing. So we would definitely need to do some remodel to this room. And yeah, I measured this. This would totally be good size if we kind of move some things around. So that's kind of what I knew after the walkthrough. And so during the walkthrough, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to structure everything, where we're going to, if we move these walls, what could we do? And this is what I came up with. Okay, so here's the floor plan before we modified anything. So like when we bought it, this is what it looked like. When I did the walkthrough, this is what it looked like. And so the big thing here is you can see, okay, we're definitely going to convert this one, right? We talked about that. Now, which of these are we going to convert? Not sure. Can we make this half bath bigger? Maybe. Okay, so yep, we'll definitely do this one. But then as far as deciding between these two, what it came down to was the bathroom. So when I was looking at this bathroom, at first I thought it was too small. Like, oh, okay, like, I don't know, maybe we could move this wall out and make it bigger and add a shower. Like, okay, that's a possibility. But what we ended up doing instead was knocking this closet out, adding, it's like 3 feet, I think, that we added. I forget if we might have actually moved this wall out a little bit too. But what that enabled us to do was add enough space where we could add a bathtub into this room, into this bathroom here. So then the question was back to, okay, which of these living rooms do we convert? Well, we could convert this one, that's fine. We could put a wall across. We'd have to have a little notch for the garage so you can come in and get to the rest of the house. But, okay, maybe it's doable. But then if we convert this one, it's really big, which is great. You know, it'll rent for a lot. But if we could give it private access to this bathroom, now it rents for more because it has its own private bathroom. Okay, so that's great if there's enough bathrooms for the rest of the house. Okay, so that is what we decided to do. So I'll show you this level. This is what it looked like when we were done. Okay, so we knocked out that closet, added a bathtub, moved that sink over to here. Toilet's still where it was at. We replaced it because it was a really old looking toilet. Turned this into a room by adding a door right here. Now we had to build it, you know, a closet for it. So there you go. Has method of egress, has those giant windows. And this door that was already here, it's still there. It's still there right now. It's just locked. So it stays locked so that now it's private for this person. Okay, and then up here in the dining area, we added a door right here. And we needed to add a closet to this room too, right? But I've made the mistake before of just adding a closet kind of in the corner like this, and it really eats into the bedroom floor space. So even if it still has a lot of, you know, a good amount of floor space, it just makes it feel weird that that juts out of the corner, and it honestly makes it a lot less usable because like where are you going to put your bed now? There's this weird jut that comes out that isn't super usable. So I always try to not just jut one out of the corner like that. So instead, we added a closet here with these, you know, just like sliding type doors. Since this room was much bigger, you know, we just kind of put the closet in this, what this room used to be, kind of overflowed it into here. So this room is still humongous. But now this room is still a good size and the closet's not, you know, impeding into the room. So that's what we did on this level. All right, and here's that lower level. So when you come down, right, like I said, you walk through this really weird laundry bathroom area that's totally open. There's a storage room back here that we wanted to convert, but you know, once we know that we want to block this bathroom off for sure. Like it has to be, you have to be able to lock the door. There has to be a door. So if we did that, then okay, yeah, we could turn it into a bedroom, but it would be really weird because you'd have to walk through the bathroom to get back here. It's like, what if another resident's using this bathroom and you need to go to your room? Like, what are you gonna do? So we talked about turning this into a bedroom. You know, we could potentially just throw a wall across here. Cool, it's really big. And then there's already this bedroom that's back here. So what we decided to do was, yep, totally turn this into, you know, wall this off here and add a door so that we can access this privately. But then to get to this room, we had to get a little bit creative. So we opened up, I'll show you right here. This is what we did. So we opened up this wall to add a door. So now, and created a hallway right here basically so that you can hop into the room from this side instead of walking through the bathroom, okay? So now you can see the bathroom's totally private. Had to move some things around, took those walls off of the little toilet room and, you know, made that not so weird and enclosed. Moved the sink from here to over here. Okay, and then over here, you enter this bedroom here. So, you know, we talked about just having this wall come all the way across, and that would have been great. But if we're going to have access to this bedroom, you have to get to this door somehow. So instead, the layout of this room got a little funky, but it is really big, so it actually ended up not being an issue. But so, you know, this person walks through the hallway and enters this room. And then we made access to the utility room. We moved it to right here. And similar to what I was talking about for that dining room, I didn't want to just jut a closet out of here. So, you know, we kind of bumped it into the bathroom space because there was a lot of space there and put the closet there. So ultimately, that's what we ended up doing. It now has a really great bathroom that'll increase resale value. This room here won't necessarily increase resale value. Like when we go to sell, we'd probably just knock this one down. This one, I think, increases value because before it was just like an unfinished type room, and now it's like a normal sized room, has a closet, you know, great bedroom. So that one helped out. Up here, I think when we go to sell, honestly, we'll take this door off. Now it's back to being a dining room. This room here, we'll probably convert back into a living room, but not to the extent that it was. We'll just take this door off, you know, kind of open that back up. And now it's a living room again. We could probably keep these closets in here. Maybe we would tear this one out if we wanted to, but I think both of these can stay. Like you don't necessarily have to be able to walk into the dining room from here. It's fine if you did it this way. So would probably leave that. And then this bathroom is huge for value. Both of the bathrooms are, you know, very, very valuable to a seller that one day, or excuse me, to a buyer that one day buys this house. So yeah, so we'll leave this door where it is, cool, and we'll just unlock this door. So now there's two different methods that you could get into this bathroom from. Super cool. So that was the plan, and now I'll just show you some videos of progress throughout the remodel and what it looked like when everything was totally done. Okay, so here's the remodel that we started on that living room and on that bathroom. So you can see a lot of these remodels are super simple. It's like, okay, we're adding some framing here to, make a doorway. He'd already finished this back here. I didn't catch a video of that, but the crew had already finished that back there. So, and then yeah, this is where that closet was. So kind of demoed it. Already removed a lot of the plumbing. Removed the sink, all of that. So super opened up right now. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at this stage of the remodel. Super early on. I don't know. This is probably like a week or less in. Okay, and now you can see what that room looked like once it was finished and what that bathroom looked like once it was finished. So huge room, right? This is awesome. It rents really well. Has that closet over there, huge floor plan. And then now this is what the bathroom looks like. So much more updated. I know I didn't have any good pictures of this bathroom before, but it had wallpaper. It had a super old sink. It had a really old like yellow toilet. I don't remember what the flooring was, but so new toilet, new flooring, plenty of space, right? Like it's not cramped at all. There's this, shower tub combo, has the vanity there. So this ended up working out really well. Okay, and it looks like I didn't take a video of the dining room conversion, but it was super simple, literally just a door. Actually, I do have some photos that I can show you of that though. Okay, so here's what that bedroom looked like once it was done, right? So, you would come from the living room over here, walk through this wall, little opening here, and then the kitchen was right here, and this was totally open. So all we did was add this door here, and then build this closet, which, like I said, kind of extends into that other room. But yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like now. Has the egress window and everything. Totally, I think it's like 12 by 12 or something like that, so really good size. And previously, this was just a dining room. So, like I said, it wouldn't have really been used in the house very much anyway, if at all. So now that we've turned it into a bedroom, we're actually creating housing like out of thin air, right? Like this is like creating housing for people that's affordable, it's good, it's, good size, and then of course, depending on how you manage it, it could be an awesome rental for these folks who really need something that's a lot more affordable than a studio apartment. Okay, so moving on to the basement here. So this is when we got started on the remodel down there. So you can see we started framing out, used to you could walk straight through to this utility room, to this storage room. So that's getting framed to be walled off and getting ready to enclose the bathroom here. And you can see over in this room here, starting to work on building out that room and then having the hallway with this new entrance over to the storage room that will become a bedroom. All right, and now you can see that, a lot of the sheetrock has started to go up, things are starting to take place. So now this bathroom is totally, walled off and private. Once we put the door on there. That toilet room is kind of removed. The toilet's out of there right now, but of course we'll add it back. But those walls are removed. So now, still plenty of space for laundry. Now this room is all sheetrocked. One of our guys there working on it now, but there's its closet. And at this point is when you can really start to feel if a room feels good or not. If you follow, the recommendations that I put in the co-living book that I wrote and everything, then the room should feel like good size. But I mean, in the past, before I really knew what I was doing, there were times when it would get to the sheetrock stage, like when the closet was jutting out of the corner or whatever, and like I could feel that this started to feel not like a room. So if you follow those sort of requirements, then yeah, things should be great. And so this room back here, awesome size. We ended up putting the closet in that bathroom a little bit, so that helped, free up space, the floor space in there too. All right, and here's the final walkthrough of the basement once everything was totally finished. So looks like a brand new place, right? Like you can imagine the value that's added in this property now. This was all concrete. This was all, like the bathroom was unusable. Now we have nice flooring and a super usable bathroom. So if we come in here, nice new vanity. So this used to be facing this window. Moved it right here. So on the other side of this is the closet for that bedroom that we added back there. No longer is the toilet, just in case, like in the tiny little room. It's out in the open now. Looks great. We kept the same shower. It's in place there, but now it's just, not anyone can just walk through the bathroom. So now we have this big open space here. So we did furnish the upstairs and, the living room that was up there. So we didn't furnish down here, but, potentially people will use this as kind of like a flex space where, they might put some furnishings and stuff. So we opened it enough to where folks could use it that way if they wanted to. All right, and then here's this bedroom. Super clean, super awesome. Got a little weird with the shape, like I said, with that hallway, but it's so big that it actually still felt just fine. Closet placement there is good. You can see we already had someone moving in, right? We already had someone that was moved in because we do move people in during the remodel. We just let them know, of course, that there will be construction, but if they're cool with it, then we're cool with it. Rather go and start making money. So yeah, and now this room, remember the dungeon that it used to be, right? So I mean, you're seeing a lot of progress here over, a quick video that took, in reality, I don't know, 8 weeks or 12 weeks or something. But yeah, as you can see now, awesome flooring, feels like a good size.
Okay, and that's the end of the remodel. So whenever I looked at this property initially, I didn't see a 4-bed, 3.5 bath and just move on. I saw the opportunity for what it could be, and now so do you. So now, rather than just housing a single family, we're able to house 8 different working individuals in our market who find it difficult to afford the high apartment rents. We didn't cram people in, we didn't destroy livability, we took wasted space and turned it into high demand, high cash flow co-living rooms without sacrificing the community aspect that makes the strategy work so well. So if you got value from this video, do 3 things right now. 1, subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. 2, drop a comment if you have any questions. I would love to take a look at it and answer the questions that you have. And 3rd, join my free co-living Facebook group. The link's in the description. It's where I share real numbers, real strategies, and real deals. No fluff, no theory. All right, now go find your next property and turn that wasted space into cash flow.